So the progression of reading in the primary child is one of my favorite things to witness. So they come in at a young age, and the first thing we'll do is introduce them to sounds. And these are all familiar sounds that they maybe have heard before, but now we're attaching it to an object. And it's familiar objects, so like a small cat, right? We'll introduce the sound k, and then we go through it over and over and over again until the child is able to name all of the beginning sounds of these familiar objects. Then we move on to the ending sounds, and then we finally put together with middle and every sound in the word. So by the time the child finishes with the sound game, they're very familiar with sounds, right? And what different words have in there and the breakdown of the sounds in different words. And from there we move on to the sandpaper letters. The child, and they put together the symbol or the sound and the symbol together, right? And so then they're associating those two things together. And from there we move on to the movable alphabet, where they've taken that familiar sound and symbol and now they're creating words with it. And this is where their reading work will really start to become their own. So I'll initially start with them and give them words to write, and then they'll come to me and say, I want to write this word, right? And then they're going through and they're reading these as they go on. They're just practicing all of this phonetic reading. So from here, we can really take off with phonetics, right? And they'll read cards and booklets and start to write the things that they're reading. And then from there, we'll introduce phonograms. And we do that with phonogram alphabet, phonogram object game, phonogram cards, booklets, all kinds of things. And this is a really important piece to the puzzle because it gives them those sounds that they're seeing in words that they're not sure what they are and what the sounds make. So when they have that tool, they can put the pieces together, like the word fish. And then from there, we add in puzzle words, and that's the last piece of the puzzle, and it allows them to read words that have all kinds of different sounds in them. And from here, they can really start to read fluently, which is what we want to see. And from that piece on, they'll just keep going. They'll have lots of reading practice and exploration, and they really become a lover of reading. And it's a strong skill that they can develop over the time, and it's wonderful to watch.